been way too long since we have done this. Welcome back to the Game Clock. I'm your new host, Ceglio. Not really sure where the other guy went. Anyway, a lot has happened in the sports world, locally and professionally. Let's start with some good. NFA football has had one weird start to the season, sadly taking back-to-back losses to New Rochelle and Corning Painted Post. They got right back on track with a dominant 37-2 victory over Kennedy. The Goldbacks dominated the Knights with a strong performance from running back Tyjair Walker as he had 2 touchdowns and over 150 rushing yards. NFA will travel to face 0-3 Middletown this Saturday, September 27th at noon. In pro sports, a lot has happened. I cannot believe I can finally say this. Let this sink in. For the first time since 2016, the New York Mets are going to the playoffs. The Mets clinched their ticket to the dance with a 7-2 win over the Brewers. Mets secondary ace Max Scherzer pitched a perfect 6 innings in his first start back from the injured list. Meanwhile, the Yankees continue to streak. Luckily, all rise for Aaron Judge as he hit home run number 60 last night. He is only 2 away from breaking the single-season record of 61 set by Roger Maris. Enough talk about that. Let's move on to a real sport. It's time for everyone's favorite segment. It is time for our first edition of the weekly wrap-up. Now, due to unforeseen circumstances, we were not able to film Chaos Week. However, this week, more chaos struck again. On a Monday Night Football doubleheader, the Buffalo Bills absolutely annihilated the Tennessee Titans 41-7, led by another strong performance by a quarterback-wide receiver combo, Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. The Super Bowl favorite Bills improved to 2-0, while the Titans fall to 0-2. In the other game, the Philadelphia Eagles squashed the Minnesota Vikings, led by a strong performance from QB Jalen Hurts. On the defensive side, it was all about big play Slay. The main talk was the matchup of 31-year-old Darius Slay against the frontrunner for Offensive Player of the Year, 23-year-old Justin Jefferson. Slay locked him down with 2 interceptions on quarterback Kirk Cousins, allowing under 100 receiving yards and 0 touchdowns. The Birds improved to 2-0 while the Vikings fall to 1-1. In the Sunday night game, the Packers crushed their arch-rival Chicago Bears 27-10 with a massive bounce-back game from 2-time back-to-back MVP Aaron Rodgers. And with that being said, please, no more Bears-Packers on Sunday Night Football. The Packers improved to 1-1 while the Bears dropped to 1-1. Now on to some chaos. We start in New York. The New York Football Giants defeated the Carolina Panthers 19-16 after a strong defensive showing. FYI, they somehow beat the Tennessee Titans last week. Crazy. The Giants somehow improved to 2-0 and the Panthers fall to 0-2. However, the Jets game was a completely different story. The Jets went into Cleveland and were trailing by a touchdown with a minute left. It looked like Browns running back Nick Chubb put the final nail in the coffin, scoring to put Cleveland up 2 scores. However, the Jets would score and recover the onside kick. With under 30 seconds to go, Joe Flacco found rookie wide receiver Garrett Wilson for his second touchdown and the game winner. The Jets came back down 13 points with 90 seconds. Chaos ensues. The Jets improved to 1-1 and the Browns take their first L of the year. Will not be their last. Now, if we really want chaos, we'll head to Baltimore. In what could possibly be the game of the year, the Ravens played host to the Miami Dolphins. Both teams were looking to start 2-0, but little did we know there was a huge surprise. Ravens QB Lamar Jackson once again showed why the Ravens need to pay him, as he got them out to a 35-14 lead with 4 touchdowns. However, nobody expected Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa to tie the game at 35 apiece. The Ravens thought they sealed it with a Justin Tucker field goal to put him up 3. But Tua found Jalen Waddle in the back of the end zone for his 6th touchdown of the game, putting the Fins up and giving them the win. Chaos indeed. But what really shocked the world was what happened in Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders played host to the Arizona Cardinals. 2 playoff contenders were looking for their first win. The Raiders exploded early, going up 20-0, but some could say they got way too cocky. They were popping champagne up 23-7. Anyways, Kyler Murray led the Angry Birds back-to-back touchdowns with the 2-point conversions, forcing overtime. The Cardinals went first and turned the ball over on downs. Then the Raiders got the ball and Hunter Renfrow fumbled the ball twice. Arizona safety Byron Murphy Jr. picked it up and ran it back 55 yards for the win. The Cardinals pulled off a massive comeback, giving them their first win of the season, while the Raiders slide to 0-2. Arizona looks to keep the momentum against their rival, the LA Rams, on Sunday. You want more chaos? We're just getting started. Dallas Cowboys suffered a major blow last week, losing star QB Dak Prescott for 6 to 8 weeks. Their backup was Cooper Rush. His first test was just against the reigning AFC champion Bengals. No big deal about that one. Joe Burrow once again struggled against an inferior opponent. The Cowboys took advantage, nearly choked the 17-3 lead, but upset the Bengals 20-17. In Los Angeles, after losing 31-10 to the Buffalo Bills at home, many questions arose around the reigning champion Rams. Fortunately, they played the bottom feeder Atlanta Falcons this week. Things looked great after 3 quarters where Cooper Kupp had another 100-yard game and 2 or more touchdowns. The Rams were clinging to a 28-3 lead. It sounds very familiar if you're a Falcons fan. If you know, you know. But then, things changed. The Falcons cut the lead from 31-10 to 25-31 after a Cooper Kupp fumble and a blocked punt. Thankfully, Jalen Ramsey answered my prayers, sealing a clutch interception, giving the champs their first win 31-27. Now, there are lots of other games, but I'm low on time, so I'll just run through them. The Lions beat the Commanders 36-22. The Jaguars crushed the Colts 24-0. The Buccaneers finally beat the Saints 20-10. The 49ers ended the Geno Smith experience that lasted only 1 week, beating the Hawks 27-7. The Broncos beat the Texans 16-9. The Steelers sadly lost 17-14 to the Patriots. And on Thursday Night Football, the Chiefs rallied to beat the Chargers 27-24. I'm running out of breath doing this. But oh well, that's the magic of NFL football. Thank you for watching Game Clock. I'm JJ Ceglio, and I'll see you next time. Horns up.